Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Maaike and today we are going to be doing another Shop My Stash. I am going to talk you really quickly through everything that was in here last month, and then we're going to go over to my makeup collection in a minute to also pick some new products for the month of May. This is what I was working with in the month of April, and there are a few changes here. And there of course are lots of products here that I would like to update you on. So for foundation, I had these two products in here, and these are the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation in the shade LN4, and the Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation by Maybelline in 03 True Ivory. This one I haven't reviewed yet. I'm still in the midst of trying it. I will try to do a review on it very shortly. So that's going to stay in here for a while. But this one I'm going to be moving out of my collection because this foundation is really nice, but I would like to try something else again. And this is just a very nice lightweight foundation. I don't really like the scent of this. So for concealer, I was using the Maybelline Superstay concealer. This is their new one. This is the full coverage under eye concealer in the shade 10 Fair. And this was a nice enough concealer. I already reviewed it, but I think I'll keep it in here for another while. But can you see what's happening to the wand? Like, there's just so much product. Like, it's a bit of a messy packaging because the product doesn't really end up on the doe foot, but more so on the wand itself, because it seems to be really like coagulated on the sides. So I'm not sure yet how I'm going to be making this work. There's not a lot of product in this. I think I can use it up in like the next month or so. So I'm going to keep it in here. For powder, I was using the Physicians Formula Youthful Wear, what's it called again? Luminous Finish Youth Boosting Powder in beige. This is way too dark. I've been using it all month and I can sort of make it work. I can get away with it, but I have to be very careful to not turn myself into a Oompa Loompa. This is a no. I'm going to be using a different powder. For highlight, I had two options. I've used both. I really love the Glossier Haloscope, but I'm ready to try something differently, so I'm going to be putting that in there. What's going to stay is the Maybelline, the Balm's Merry Luminizer, because I really want to try hitting pan on this at some point. It's got a really big dent in the middle, so I think I'm just going to keep it in my Shop My Stash over the summer, just to see if I can use it some more to hit pan. Who knows? Maybe it will happen this year. For blush, I had quite a few options. So these were my blush options for April, and the only two I've used are these two exclusively. The first half of the month I focused on the Blush Lighter by Essence in Cassis Sunburst, which is more like a mauve shade, and I also used the Peachy Dawn shade, which is more glowy than the other one. This is very sheer, very light, but so pretty on the cheeks. So I was just really having a moment with these. So I'm gonna move on to something else, but I would like to now try and keep this in here, the Balm Springs blush, because I haven't used this at all yet, and I need to try and see if I like it or not. So this is going to stay. The Tarte one I had in here, What If Nothing Works Out. This is one of my favorite nude blushes in Seduce, but I didn't use it at all. And for bronzer, I was using these two. Again, the Becca was sort of like, what if the bronzer I chose doesn't really work for me? And this is the Becca, what's it called again? Sunlit bronzer? Yes, Sunlit bronzer in Bali Sands. This is so, so lovely. This is one of my all-time favorite bronzers. Ready to try something new again. And the number 7 bronzer, I've now finally tried it. I'm going to keep it in here for a few more weeks until I've written the review. But then I'm going to be pulling something in just to have something else to try as well. So those were the products that were in there. For lips, I was exclusively pretty much using this lipstick all month and a little bit of this, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. This is the Too Faced Sex on the Peach lipstick. This is a mini, and I've decided that I want to try using it up. It went really well with a lot of the colorful makeup looks I was wearing this month, so I'm going to keep it in there. And then this is the Catrice Hemp and Mint Glow Lip Balm. This is one of those lip balms that sort of turns a pinky shade when you put it on. Really lovely, very easy to wear. I'm still going to be self-isolating for most of May because all schools are closed until June 1st over here, so I'm just wearing very easy lip options right now. For mascara, as I had predicted, my Maybelline The Falsies what's that called again? Lash Lift. Ran out. It was too gloopy, so I moved on to this. I had this as a backup for a while. This is the Mega Volume Miss Baby Roll Waterproof Mascara by L'Oreal. I don't like this, but I have to say that now that I've been using it for a few weeks, the formula seems to thicken a little bit. I'm not sure if this happens to you all the time as well, but I usually like it better after a few weeks, so that's why I'm going to keep it in here and just use it for another month, because it's a perfectly fine mascara. It's just not doing exactly what I want it to do. And I'm going to keep my Catrice one in here. For brows, these two products are still going strong, but I think, let me smell this. Yeah, I'm going to be moving out the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I don't know if it's just me, but brow gels start to smell really funky for me very quickly. Even high-end ones. The only one that doesn't do that for me is the Essence one. The Make Me Brow by Essence is the only one that I can use up completely before it starts to smell weird. This is smelling weird, so I'm gonna put this in my used up makeup pile, even though it's not used up, but it just doesn't smell good. And this Essence pencil, I'm so sick and tired of it, but I think this has another like 3 months left in it, so we're gonna have to deal with it for a while because I want to use it up before I move on to something else. Then this is almost gone. It's been almost gone for a while now, this You Better Work eyeshadow primer. And I also wanted to update you on this. This is my MAC paint pot. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a really huge dent in this as well. So maybe sometime this year I might be able to at least hit pan on it. My setting spray by Makeup Revolution, it's pretty much gone. But this month in May, I'm going to be filming a full face of Makeup Revolution. So it's like, it doesn't make sense to use it all up. So I've saved a little bit so that I have 1 or 2 more uses left. So that when I do that full face, I can just use this in that video. I did order a backup, but I don't want to open a new fixing spray for that video because I'm currently using the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. And the product itself is quite nice. It is very sweet and coconutty smelling, which is not my favorite. But the spritzer on this isn't nice. So what I want to do when this is gone, I want to pour this into this bottle and use the spritzer from this. MAC Fix Plus. I've been foiling some shadows again, so I'm making good progress on that. And then I put this in. This is the Wet n Wild Contouring Palette in Dolce de Leche. And I pulled this out of my declutter pile. So I decluttered all of my makeup, and this was going to go into the declutter pile. And the reason for that is because I'm afraid I'm going to be using up this. And this is my little beige, creamy sort of shade. It's a very different shade to this highlightery shade, but I think that this can work really well once this runs out. At least I want to give it a whirl to see if I can still get some more use out of this product because I haven't had it for very long. And I don't want to waste product as well. So I just had this brainwave moment, and all of these decluttered products are still sitting in my house because I haven't been seeing anyone since I decluttered everything. So I haven't been able to pass anything on. So that's why I was like, oh yeah, but I could still use it. I'm not sure if I still will. Oh well. So that's all going to stay. For eyeshadow, I'm not going to be showing you these, but I used all 10 of the Colourpop Monochromatic palettes that I have. I did a video on it, so I'll make sure to link it right here. But I did use other shadow this month as well. I used this eyeshadow by Colourpop. This is their Super Shock in Mint for You. I bought this when I bought the Mint to Be palette, and this would go really lovely with that palette. It will be a nice base to get some more oomph out of that palette if it's a bit light. And then I also used and reviewed and also did a look, so I'll make sure to link it, and reviews for these two palettes will be everything, by the way. If I've reviewed it on my blog, I will make sure to link you to my blogs or to the blog post that goes with this video, because I always list all of the product reviews that I have on products. So these two Catrice palettes, I did a video with, I reviewed them. This is the new Minnie palette, this shade Loving. So stunning. And individually these palettes work so well. These are really nice. This is the Daisy Duck palette. This is really nice. The only problem I had was this shimmer in the middle called Dazzling. It was really difficult to pick up with a brush. And then also a palette that I showed in a video. I used this in my recent Get Ready With Me with all of these Shop My Stash products. This is the LA Girl Haute Haute Heat palette. And this is stunning. Look at that. Really, really lovely colors, of course. Ooh, that's the only downside. This mirror doesn't really stay put once you once you hold it wrong. But yeah, these 6 shades, this shimmer is really nice. That shimmer is really nice. A lot of people like that yellow gold when I was wearing that in my Essence lipstick video. So yeah, it's got some really nice neutrals and then some really nice pops of color. Really affordable palette, really great quality. Loved it. And what is on my eyes today, but you can't see it yet because I'm not filming my face in this video, but that's the Lime Crime Venus XL2. This was a Black Friday purchase and I've finally gotten around to trying it. Love this color story. It's more on the cool tone side, and I do have to say that today I wore Eve for the first time in Thorn, and those 2 shades I had a bit of problems with, but everything else in here works so well. So well. Really lovely quality, easy to blend. And you sort of get like a bronzy brown look, like a pinky berry kind of look, and you get a green look in here, which is what I did so far. So I've used every single shade now, and I'm really liking it. I love the Lime Crime eyeshadow quality. Welcome to my makeup drawer. Let's find some products that I can pull in to round off my Shop My Stash. And I normally don't do this, but this month I actually have a few palettes that I would like to make sure I get around to. And that is the Sugar Pill Fun Size palette. This is really cute pastely shades. I was gonna get to it over April, but I actually didn't manage because I don't know why, but I just wanted to try some other things. It's probably because those Catrice palettes came in. But yeah, this is an interesting color story, and color is going to be the theme this month. So I would like to try that. And I would like to try the Slush 2 by September Rose Cosmetics. So this is a really lovely, like, matte rainbow color story. I really like the Slush 1. I can't wait to try this. And then the Tropical Dreams palette by OPV Beauty. This is another one that I would like to try. Am I not blinding you? No, I'm not. And this has like really nice blues and greens, and then also some bronzes, and ooh, this has my name written all over it. So I would like to try that as well. So now you understand why I'm keeping that very neutral Too Faced lipstick in there, because that's just going to go with all of these different eyeshadow palettes. For foundation, I would like to try and pull in an oldie but a goodie. This is the MAC Water Weight Foundation, and the reason why I'm holding it like this, I'm not sure if you can see that, but I only have about 1/3 of this left, so I would like to try and use this up. I'm not sure if it's going to happen this month, but I remember this being a very lightweight foundation, and in the spring, summertime, I prefer more lightweight foundations, so that's why I would like to get to this. Then, for concealer, if the Maybelline runs out, or if it's, because I don't have any new concealers to try, yeah, maybe I should just pull this in. I haven't reviewed this yet. The Apio Moist Creamy Concealer. This is an Asian makeup brand, so I think that could be nice. That was a very lovely product. Oh, I forgot to show you. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I forgot to show you my primer. This is the Milk Makeup Primer. I only have one use left of this, and I actually have another mini of that. So I think I'll use that up this month. And then I will, ooh, what will I move on to? Not a lot of primers on hand, huh? Oh yeah, this Catrice Glowing Care Primer. I can use that up at some point, I'm sure. And then I don't have that many primers, you guys. We're very low in the primer front. Oh, I can put this here. I can put, oh, that won't fit, of course. Then I'll just keep these here. So if you have any primers for me to try, because these I've already tried. This one I liked. This one I liked. Like, these are unopened backups. So I could open one of those, of course, but I still have that. But if there's like a newer primer that you think I should try, let me know. Help a girl out. Then for blush, I pulled out the Tarte. I pulled out the Essence because I would like to move on to something else. I have that Balm Springs one that I really still have to try. But what else? What else can we use? Is it time for Coralista yet? Ooh, shall we go with Coralista? Maybe next month. It's more of like a summer product for me. I really like these Wet n Wild blushes, but I'm not really feeling the shades. Oh, I know. I think I'll pull in this Jouer Minnie like duo. This is the blush duo in Rose Gold. This is Rose Petal and Marigold. I think that can be a really nice, like, more shimmery option. And then, what else? Something perhaps, because that's quite neutral. Maybe something bright? Do I want to go in with something a bit more bright? Yeah, I know. I'm going to pull in another Tarte blush. This is Akiote, or I'm never sure if I pronounce that correctly. But this is like a nice bright corally shade. So that one will work. So that's that. And then for bronzer, I need to move to this side. For bronzer, I want to pull in something differently so that I have... I think I've tried everything. I'm not sure if I reviewed everything, though. Shall I pull this one in again? The Fenty Beauty. I'll go in with the Fenty Beauty. I'm not sure why. It's the first thing I grabbed. I really like that product. What else do we have in here? Yeah. So I need a new powder because I didn't like that... Maybelline powder or Physicians Formula powder. I'll go in with the Colourpop No Filter press powder because I haven't used this enough yet to review it. So that way I can have like another review to do. And then does this fit back in here? Of course not. So yeah, that's going to be my new powder to try. And then for highlight, I pulled both my highlighters out, so that means I get to use new ones. Maybe... I usually want to go for something more subtle and something more, like, blinding. Well, I did keep the Mary Luminizer in there, so perhaps just something a bit more subtle then. And that's already very golden tone, so I think I'll go in with Dandelion Twinkle, because that's a very lovely, like, very neutrally sort of, I have a glow on, but not that much kind of idea. So there you have it, all of my Shop My Stash products for the month of May, including some eyeshadow palettes this time, which I normally don't do. But this is what we are going to be working with this time around. So I'm super excited to give all of these products another whirl, and that's going to be a lovely selection, I think, for this month. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more by me. I make 3 new videos a week, so I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!